Hi, how you doing? This is Coach Giles here, bringing you my version of basketball drills in the house. I call it house-safe basketball drills. House-safe basketball drills are just drills that you use with the basketball on thing. In the house, you cannot use a basketball, so what we did was we created something that was safe. This was created with a couple of t-shirts, some socks, and whatever clothing that you can find that'll help make this as round as possible. And you put it in a paper, put it in like a grocery bag, plastic bag, twist it up, tuck it in like a navel, put a tape across it, and hold it in place. Boom. Now you have a house-safe basketball. Now, in a minute, I'm going to show you how to use the house-safe basketball. But first, we have to prepare our body. Wherever you use a basketball to get ready to play basketball, you need to stretch, loosen up those muscles that are not being used in normal play. When you loosen up those muscles, it allow you to shoot, pass, or catch a ball properly without any. A lot of you people don't realize that when you shoot a basketball before your muscles are ready, a lot of times your shots, you shoot it too hard, you shoot it too soft, it's at the front of the basket, the back of the basket, and a lot of times that's what they call getting warmed up, getting those muscles going, used to working the wrist muscles. So this is what we do. I do arm rotations to work those rotor cuff muscles, those shoulder muscles. We have 3 muscles up in there that we use, and you have to use it. So what I do is I twist them back and forth like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Rotate them forward, 20 count. Rotate, reverse, backwards, 20 count. And after you finish that, you shake them. Because by now, they're starting to burn. And the reason we have to do the twisting, we have 3 muscles that functions different ways in your shoulders, right? If you look it up, you'll find you got 3 different muscles that works different ways. You want to loosen these muscles up. Number 2, after you finish that, you take your hand, you point it to the ceiling of your house. You take it by the top and you stretch it. When you're stretching it, you should feel it all the way across down in here. Not just up in the fingers, all the way back in here. Because these are the muscles that works when you shoot it releasing the ball. So you're gonna give that a little stretch. You're gonna hold that stretch for a 20 count. After 20 count, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the other hand. You're gonna put it straight out, catch it by the top. You're gonna pull it back. You're gonna hold it until you feel the stretching all the way down up into here. It should not be back so you break your fingers or hurt your arm. It should not be that kind of pain. And you hold it for a 20 count. Then, after you finish, you shake. And the reason I shake because I want your hands to move loosely. In basketball, these wrists and these fingers is very important for controlling the ball. The first drill I'm going to show you is how to use your wrists and your fingers to control your ball. In other words, it's a little drill that we use. It's called, it goes like this. You put your ball in your hand. Now the ball, remember, does not, this part of the ball, there should always be the opening down here. If you can see that. And the opening means the ball is in control between your fingers. If you open your hand wide, You have no control. It rolls side to side. It'll come off different parts of your fingers that you don't want to use to keep control. So remember to pass, to dribble, to shoot. This is how you control your basketball. With that little opening down it. Okay? This is how. Okay, so now get ready. First drill we're gonna do. I'm gonna do it from a sitting position first. We're gonna use the basketball, our ball, and we're going to flip it to the other hand. Now when we flip it to the other hand, we're gonna use our wrist, overextend our wrist, our fingers, right? We're gonna do this for about a 20 count. If you wanna do it fast, but I don't want you to do it fast, I want you to do it slow. Because I want you to get used to using your wrist and your fingers, just the way I'm using it. Wrist and your fingers, wrist, and your fingers. This is very important. Now I'm gonna stand up with it. When I stand up, I'm gonna change my drill. So now while I'm standing up with this drill, I want you to understand I'm into a rhythm. That's why I'm bouncing. I'm bouncing because I'm using my knees to get my balance and I'm getting into a rhythm. This is my rhythm. I can extend my use of my passes from hand to hand. Another 20 count. Now I'm going to change from here. After you do 20 count, I want to show you how you use it to help you with your crossover dribble. So when you're doing it, you're now doing it in front of you. Now you're also bouncing because with your crossover, you have to get into the rhythm. I'm extending it, not over my shoulders, but it up to my shoulders, my arm. This will help my crossover. Do that for a 20 count. And then take a breather. Remember, bounce with it. Because when you're doing your dribble, your crossover, to sell your crossover, you have to sway with it. You have to get into a rhythm. You have to get the defender to think that you're going that direction. He got confused. He doesn't know what direction that you're going to get. That is the purpose of the bouncing, the moving. The next drill we're going to do this standing up, or we can do it sitting down. First, we're going to do it standing up. This is what I call a figure eight. You take your balls and go through your legs. Bam. Now, you also want to bounce because there's a rhythm that you have to maintain. So you're not standing and doing it stiffly, because when you're doing this, you have to be able to put the ball all the way between your legs when you're dribbling. It goes through your legs. So you keep your head up, and you do that for a 20 count. The next thing you can do, you can extend that figure eight. You can do it sit down. Okay. You can move your legs. You can do that standing up also, by the way. And you do it basically while you're on your toes, because your toes help you get into the rhythm of the bounce, and it helps you move your feet. So remember that. Everything's not done with your heels, it's done with your toes. While on your toes, you're on your toes doing the move. Okay? The next thing you can do with this drill for today, you can take it and extend it over and under. This helps you get familiar with using the ball. Again, oops, I lost it. Get comfortable using your fingers. And that's very important. When you're not using the ball, you go back the other way. When you're not using the ball, you get comfortable. You have to go both ways now because you need to use both hands. But you see, you have to also focus. So your eye, hands, and coordination works. Has to focus. Focus. 20 count each way. Oops, again. So it helps you focus as well as eye-hand coordination and your hand speed. Now you can speed it up. I don't want you to speed it up. I want you to do it slow. Because what happens is you need to stay focused. If you can do this slow, what happens? Your thinking process builds up into muscle memory. Muscle memory means everything is done without thinking about it. It's just a reaction because you've done it before, right? So those are all the drills that I want you to work on for the time being. And if you do this for 15 minutes to half an hour each day, you would improve your comfortability with your basketball. So at these times that we're in the house, we're under during COVID-19, we have to stay in the house, shelter in the house. These are things you can use in the house. Now, if you go outside, you do not need a basketball court to go to practice any of these drills. You can practice your shooting drills right there in the house. All you have to do, in a sitting or laying position, you can stretch out on the floor if you need more ceiling space, or you can sit in a chair. This is, remember, when you're shooting, you have to maintain that pocket under the basketball, between the basketball and the fingers. So now you're holding the basketball with your fingers. Your elbows are not stretched out here. They're brought under the ball, as you see here, my hand is. It's brought under the ball. Your lead foot slightly in front of you, shoulders slightly, as your whole body is slightly turned, your elbow stays in, and when you flick it like so, straight up in the air. But now when you do, your hand is going up. You're flicking it from about, you're actually shooting from about above your eyebrow level. Not below the eyebrow, not in front of your face, not below the chin. You're coming up from here, and you go all the way up, straight up. When you're going straight up, this hand should, the hand and wrist, fingers should point down to the floor, as if you're saying goodbye to the ball, and your elbows should be straight up and lock. All the way extended. All the way extended. So that means the ball is coming here from in front of your face. So you're bringing it up. You're bringing your ball up. Your release point is here. When you shoot it, straight up, straight down. This is practicing your shooting form. You do about 25 of those. You switch to the other hand. Now, using the other hand is very important in basketball. Now, you got to remember this by training the other hand. If you're right-handed like me, this hand has to be taught what to do. Because up to now, this hand has only been there to support everything you do with your right hand on your right side. So it didn't do too much work. This hand did all the work, okay? So now we have to train this hand how to do the work with this hand being support. So this hand goes on top too, on the side. Not, a lot of people don't want to put it on top, but you can put it in a 45-degree angle, right? And this hand goes away. Then you turn your body, your lead foot, elbows in, your lead foot is slightly halfway in front of the other foot, and you all the way up. So if you notice, again, you have to extend your wrist. Everything is like one good spring. So boom. Now when this is done standing up, we all know that you have to use your legs as well. But basketball shooting starts from the feet up. Not in the middle, not with just your arms and your feet up. The feet helps give you the power and the strength to shoot from distance. So you have to learn to use your feet. Not only shooting from distance, but shooting period, because you can be right under the basket and miss a shot because you didn't use your legs along with your shot. So your legs are always used in your shots. Always use your knees. So everything starts from here, like so, and you come up, all the way up, and you spring. You spring. You spring. And when you spring, you flip. You flip your arm, your wrist, you lock your elbows all the way up and the top of your spring. So that means your whole body become one spring, like a, from boing, one spring. Right? Same. You learn to pass with your left hand. Learn to pass with your right hand. These are drills you have to practice, because by practicing this, you will learn to get comfortable with the basketball. Comfortable handling a basketball means everything. Remember, work these drills so that you loosen up your fingers, and passing, shooting, catching the ball is done with your fingers. Dribbling the ball is also done with your fingers and your wrist. You use these drills every day to keep them coordinated. Your hand-eye coordination improve, and they will improve if you use it every day. Well, until next time, we're going to end here. You have a nice day. So long.